You're listening to Rebel Spirituality with me, Sam Goldfinch. Here's the truth. Wisdom doesn't follow rules. So each week we're going to explore what it means to wake up your way so you can live a more peaceful, creative and inspired life no matter your circumstances. It's time to blaze your unique path to truth. Hey Rebels! Right, this week I want to talk about trust for a minute. And in particular, what is it that you're trusting in order to guide you and help you move through life? I know for me that for most of my life, the things that I were trusting, they were limited in their scope, but I just didn't know that, right? So I used to trust the intellect, judgment and analysis and kind of really thinking things through and problem solving and trying to trust that, trying to get the answers through that. Another extension of that would be kind of trusting Sam, whoever Sam is, that personality, that bundle of ideas that I have that I've decided is me and labeled, oh, that's me. Just going in there and looking for the guidance that I might need. Trusting in the past, right? And in a way, trusting in the personality is a little bit like trusting in the past, right? It's going through, well, how did this work out the last time? What happened to me 10 years ago? Like, how does that play into what's going on today? How can that give me guidance on the right next move or the right next step or something like that? And of course, as I say, our conditioning is built on our past imprinting. That's another way of saying the same thing. So, of course, past in that sense is kind of built in. Other people, trusting what this person said or what that person said, or what would this person do? Trusting other people, trusting the ideas and beliefs that we have in society. There's a right way to do this. There's a right way to do that, right? It's endless. We could go on and on and on. There's so many things or objects, if you like, that we could trust, things that are in the world of form, things that have been created, ideas that already exist, or navigation systems that we can kind of run our life by, our values or our morals or this kind of ideology or this belief system, right? And we do that because we think there's some form of security in there. And of course those things are always available to us, and it's not that the intellect is useless. I often say, I'm keeping mine. I don't plan on getting rid of it. But for sure, there's something else that isn't a thing that we can trust, and it resides within you. It doesn't exist outside in the world of form. It exists inside, and it's wisdom. It's wisdom, and it's fresh and it's adaptive, and it's only available now. Sometimes say you're only available now. You, who you really are, is only available in the present moment. And who you really are has a lot more to pull on than the past. It has the wisdom of the ages, as Sydney Banks said, to pull on. It has knowledge of all things. It can, that same intelligence that beats your heart and grows trees and spins planets and has brought everything from the formless to the form and back to the formless again. That same impersonal intelligence that isn't an intelligence in the normal sense. It's the source of the intellect and intelligence, right? That same energy or that same formless nothingness is animating you and flowing through you and guiding you. And trusting that it can take some courage, because to move into that, it's like sometimes it feels like we're walking through life without anything, right? There's no things, there's no right way to do it or wrong way to do it. And we're just trusting in life to show us what we need to know when we need to know it, or see what we need to see when we need to see it. But that's how it looks to me. It works like that. It really does. Like there's a depth to that. There's a beauty in that. There's a safety in that. And there's a deep wisdom in that too, right? Because who knows what the right thing in air quotes is to do. Like, does the past really tell us that? Just because something worked for us in this situation on this day, does that mean that that same thing will be applicable a week from now, or a minute from now, or even a second from now? Is it in date, in the sense that, we think something, how quickly does that thinking go off, if you like? And I'm not saying it's bad or that it stinks or anything like that, but it's not fresh and adaptive for that new moment that we find ourselves in. And out there in nature, there is no putting trust in something other than the order of things, right? We can put trust in all manner of different things, right? But the one thing that's going to be the most trustworthy, that's always there, that's a constant, that's always got your back, is this space that isn't a space, is this place that isn't a place, is this wisdom that flows through you. And it's not exotic. I've said before, it doesn't always look like the thunderbolt from God or anything. It's just a simple nudge of this way, that way, or yes, no, I don't know. That's very often how it plays out. And actually, there's a part of us that would go, oh, you can't trust that. You need to get everything sorted out ahead of time. You need to know exactly what you need to say. You need to know exactly what you need to do. But what if that's not true? What if walking through life naked, if you like, not literally, right? Although you do you, but walking through life naked of all of those stories and all of those beliefs, what would that be like? Is that something you could try out for a bit, just so you could see what that would be like? So yeah, what are you trusting? What are your go-tos? And what would it look like for you to trust the intuitive nudges that come your way? What would it be like for you to trust the present moment to bring what you need, for you to literally not know what's coming next? What if there was actually a richness in there? What if there was a beauty in there beyond anything that we could possibly imagine? So yeah, I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to know what you hear or you see in this. And I'll talk to you soon. See you soon, Rebel.